Hi everyone, I'm MaryAnn. I'm a visual artist and voice coach from Singapore, currently in Singapore, and welcome to day 85 of my 100 Day Live Your Dreams vlog series. So if you're someone who has a dream and you want to make it come true and you're not quite sure how to go about getting started, and maybe you started but you're feeling stuck, you're feeling lost, you're feeling confused about whether this is the right thing for you or not, well, I totally get that because I've been on this journey for many years now of making my dreams come true, of pursuing my passion and what is worthy and meaningful as a purpose for me. And I hope that whatever I've shared and whatever I've experienced allows you to have a better understanding of what you're going through and to have more clarity about what you need to work on next, such that you can move forward in your journey. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links which are in the write-ups attached to these videos. So yesterday I shared about how when we are taking steps and taking action on our dreams, sometimes we have a tendency to think that just because you're taking action on your dreams that suddenly it's gonna come true, or suddenly things are just gonna magically fall into place. And a lot of times we give away our power to our external circumstances and external environment, or a higher power, thinking that just because we start doing something we're supposed to get the outcome that we want. And a lot of times reality doesn't work that way. And why people quit is because they don't realize how much control and how much power they have over their circumstances that would allow them to keep going on making their dreams come true. In fact, anybody who has made their dreams come true, anybody that you see who is successful in building the life that they've always wanted, it isn't an easy journey. It's something that took them a lot of will and perseverance and discipline and knowing exactly what they're doing it for. A lot of times, these are the things that gets us moving forward towards whatever it is that really matters to us. And there's no higher power that's gonna just hand it to you when you've started step one only of the journey. A lot of times when things get handed to you, or when the universe seems to conspire to give you what you are looking for, it's because you've already been working towards that, and it is something that really matters to you, and you have set forth a powerful intention to make it come true and to manifest it in your life. So that brings me to what I want to share today, is that I realized recently, because I went to one of Singapore's very famous tourist attractions, and I went there because I have never really visited that place before, and I decided that, since there are not many tourists in Singapore right now, I'm just gonna go while it's not that crowded and just take a look and see what see what the hype is all about, I guess. So as I was walking through this place, I just felt like, wow, everything is so manufactured for tourism. It's all so fake. It's all clearly created with a certain intention in mind, which is to create a certain experience for the tourists who are going to come and look at this, or the visitors who are going to come and look at this, not just tourists. And in that moment, I told myself I'm looking for authentic experiences. Like, I got a bit arrogant, I think, and like putting down these manufactured experiences and saying that I'm looking for something real and authentic. And as I kept on walking, it suddenly occurred to me that every single experience that we have in our lives is a manufactured experience. Maybe not manufactured in the way that tourism has kind of, resulted in a certain manufactured type of experience where there's souvenir shops and there's like tours and how a lot of tourist places kind of all look the same, because I don't know why they all kind of look the same, okay, but for some reason that's what tourists seem to like, and so all these tourist places have created that look. I don't know why. Okay, but that aside, okay, every single experience in our lives is something that has been manufactured. And if you look around you right now, okay, everything around you is part of this manufactured experience. The house that you live in is the vision that the architect had, combined perhaps with your vision if you also had a hand in designing it, maybe with the interior designer who decided on your furniture and the layout and all that. The office space that you're in is a manufactured experience as well that somebody has created. And when you go out into the city that you live in, and you go out on the streets, or you go walk to the town center, or go to the village center where you live, that itself is a manufactured experience too, that somebody has created and structured these buildings in a certain way, following a certain architectural style, and that creates a certain experience. And all around us, right, we have all these manufactured experience that somebody has created. And it seems, then going back to what I said yesterday, that we again think that when we are looking for certain experiences, we are looking again outside of ourselves. Like, for example, you want a romantic candlelight dinner. Instead of you creating it, you're hoping that your partner kind of gets the hint and creates it. Okay, but a lot of times, how we perceive the experience is really us playing our part in creating that experience for ourselves. You can have the most perfect, wonderful romantic partner, and they can create the most perfect, wonderful candlelight romantic dinner for you. But if that day you're having a bad day at work and you come home and you really just want to be by yourself, but this romantic setting has appeared in your dining room, then it becomes a choice, right? Like, whether do you put aside whatever has happened that day and you bask in that moment that has been created for you, or do you bring that into that space as well, and therefore you kind of ruin that experience for yourself. So it's the same thing with a lot of other experiences in our lives. If we are looking for adventure, how adventurous are we allowing ourselves to be? If you're looking for an exciting, crazy, and challenging life, where you are really doing something that challenges you and excites you, then are you actively seeking out these opportunities to create something that is exciting and challenging in your life? Or are you just waiting for them to come along, or waiting for them to be handed out to you, and then complaining that, oh, my life is so boring? That there is no right or wrong way to live, obviously, that even a seemingly simple life can be exciting to the person who's living it. Because ultimately it comes back down to your own personal experience and how you are creating that experience for yourself. And so when it comes to pursuing your dreams, when it comes to going after what you're passionate about, when it comes to creating a worthy and meaningful purpose for yourself, how you go about doing that is again you creating that experience for yourself. You can go about it and suffer through it and say, oh, this is so difficult and I just want to give up. Or you can put a smile on your face and say, hey, every single day I get to do something that I really love. Even though, yes, it is difficult, yes, it is challenging, but I'm going to enjoy every single step of this journey. And because at the end of the day, it's not so much the destination that counts, but rather how this whole process has been, what we're learning from it, what we are gaining from it, what we are discovering about ourselves as we go on this journey. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, or you can directly message me through any one of my social media links, which are in the write-ups, and subscribe to my YouTube channel or like my Facebook page if you want to see more of these videos. And I will see you tomorrow.